Iraq's economic transformation, oil exports, the Iraqi dinar, and financial reforms. Introduction: The changing economic landscape of Iraq. Iraq, a nation rich in natural resources and historical significance, stands at a critical economic crossroads. The country's financial stability is deeply tied to its oil exports, currency value, and geopolitical relationships. In recent months, significant policy changes, international pressure, and economic reforms have shaped Iraq's financial trajectory, with massive implications for investors, global markets, and the average Iraqi citizen. In this article, we will explore Iraq's ongoing economic transformation, focusing on the resumption of oil exports from the Kurdistan region, Iraq's foreign currency reserves, and its reliance on the US dollar, the potential revaluation of the Iraqi dinar, tax system, modernization, and economic diversification efforts, geopolitical challenges and their economic implications, future economic outlook, and predictions for Iraq's currency. If Iraq successfully implements its financial reforms and strengthens its global trade partnerships, it could emerge as a dominant economic force in the Middle East. 1. Iraq's oil industry, the engine of the economy. The Kurdistan oil export deal. A major breakthrough was recently announced regarding Iraq's oil exports from the Kurdistan region. After months of negotiations, Baghdad and Erbil have reached an agreement to resume exports via the Kirkuk-Ceyhan pipeline. This deal is crucial for Iraq's economy because oil revenues account for over 90% of government income. Without consistent oil exports, Iraq struggles to fund public services, pay salaries, and stabilize its currency. Turkey's role in oil trade. Despite the internal agreement, Iraq still requires Turkey's approval to fully resume oil exports. Turkey had previously halted Kurdish oil shipments due to disputes over transit fees and legal conflicts with Baghdad. However, with international pressure mounting, an agreement is expected within days or weeks. If this happens, Iraq's economy could see a significant boost, leading to higher national revenue, increased government spending on infrastructure and social programs, stronger investor confidence in Iraq's economy. Iraq's financial standing, reserves, inflation, and U.S. influence. Over $100 billion in foreign reserves. Iraq currently holds over $100 billion in foreign reserves, primarily in U.S. dollars. This provides a strong financial safety net, ensuring that Iraq can manage inflation and stabilize its economy. However, these reserves also make Iraq highly dependent on the U.S. financial system. Any shifts in U.S. economic policy, such as sanctions on Iran or restrictions on dollar transactions, could impact Iraq's financial standing. The U.S., Iraq, and Iran, a complex financial triangle. One of Iraq's biggest financial challenges is balancing its relationships with both the U.S. and Iran. The U.S. provides economic support and military aid to Iraq, making Iraq reliant on American policies. Iran, on the other hand, uses Iraq as an economic gateway to bypass sanctions, gaining access to hard currency through Iraqi banks. With Washington considering a tougher stance on Iran, Iraq could face economic challenges if it is forced to limit its financial ties with Tehran. This situation puts Iraq's economy at risk, as the government must find ways to maintain stability while navigating international pressures. 3. The Iraqi dinar, a currency in transition. Iraq's exchange rate challenges. The Iraqi dinar has long been a subject of speculation. The government has experimented with multiple exchange rates, trying to find a balance that supports economic growth. Currently, the official exchange rate stands at 1,310 Iraqi dinars per US dollar, but this rate is not fully implemented in the market. Many Iraqis and businesses still struggle with fluctuating exchange rates, causing economic uncertainty. Will the Iraqi dinar revalue? There is growing speculation that Iraq may revalue the dinar in the near future. Some financial analysts predict that the dinar could rise to $3 per unit, potentially reach 4 or higher if allowed to float. If such a revaluation occurs, it would increase the purchasing power of Iraqis, boost investor confidence in Iraq's economy, encourage foreign investment. However, before this can happen, Iraq must stabilize its banking system and ensure that there is enough economic support for a stronger currency. 4. Iraq's tax reforms, a step toward transparency, digital tax system. Implementation. Iraq's Higher Committee for Tax Reform has recently reported a 22% increase in tax revenue, reaching 4 trillion Iraqi dinars in 2024. To further improve tax collection, the government is modernizing its tax system, including a new online tax inquiry system allowing citizens to check financial status remotely, a crackdown on duplicate names and fraudulent tax records, automation of tax collection processes to reduce corruption. These changes will streamline government revenue collection, reducing Iraq's dependence on oil and strengthening its financial stability. 5. Geopolitical challenges. Iraq's global position relations with Turkey and the Kurdistan Regional Government. The deal between Baghdad and Erbil to resume oil exports marks a step toward cooperation, but tensions remain. The Kurdistan Regional Government, KRG, has long been an independent economic force, and disagreements over oil revenue distribution could cause future conflicts, U.S. policy shifts, and the future of Iraq's economy. With changing U.S. policies on Iraq and Iran, the country's financial stability could be at risk. If Washington imposes stricter regulations on dollar transactions, Iraq may need to find alternative economic strategies to maintain growth. The road ahead. Iraq's economic future. If Iraq successfully implements its currency reforms, expands its digital tax system, and resumes oil exports, it could see, checkmark, a stronger economy, a stable dinar, increased foreign investment. However, geopolitical tensions and external financial pressures could create obstacles along the way. Predictions for the Iraqi dinar and economy. If oil exports resume smoothly, we could see a gradual increase in the dinar's value. If Iraq fully stabilizes its exchange rate, investor confidence could grow. If global markets remain favorable, the dinar may reach $3 plus per unit in the coming years. However, Iraq must navigate political challenges, economic pressures, and currency reforms carefully to achieve these goals. Conclusion. What's next for Iraq? Iraq's economy is at a pivotal moment. With significant financial reforms, geopolitical shifts, and currency changes on the horizon, the future of Iraq's economy and the value of the Iraqi dinar remains an exciting topic to watch. Make sure to subscribe to IQD to VND for the latest updates on Iraq's financial developments. What do you think will happen with the Iraqi dinar? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for more breaking news.